Good morning students. Today we are going to see about third lesson Matter Around Us part 4. Students, listen carefully to this session. It's time to revise our previous session portion. As I said earlier, states of matter is 5. That is solid, liquid, gas, plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. See the picture. State of matter changes from Bose-Einstein condensate by increasing temperature. In last session, we discussed many examples. From that, we will compare the states of matter. There are 9 properties. We will see one by one. First property is mass. That is, solid, liquid and gas has definite mass. If you lift any object means you will feel the mass easily. Second property is shape. Solid has definite shape, but liquid and gases takes up the shape of the container. Yes, we explained earlier with the stone, balloon and water. Third one, volume. Solid, liquid has definite volume, but in the case of gas, do not have definite volume. Fourth one, compressibility. Compressibility in solids very difficult. In liquid, somewhat possible, but gas is highly compressible. This is we confirmed earlier from an activity with chalk, water and air. Fifth one, fluidity of states of matter. Fluidity means ability to flow. Solids do not flow, but liquid and gases will flow. Check fluidity using easy object in your home. Sixth one is rigidity. Rigidity means inability to be changed. Solids highly rigid. Liquids less rigid. Gases not rigid. Seventh one, diffusion. Diffusion is tendency to spread out. Already we have seen some examples. From that, solid has slow diffusion. Liquids fast and gases very fast diffusion. Eighth one, space between the particles. Solids closely packed. Liquids loosely packed. Gases very loosely packed. Last one, interparticle force. Interparticle force means particles of matter attract each other. Force of attraction strong in solid, slightly weak in liquid, negligible in gas. To know more details about properties of matter, see the link in below. Now, we will talk about pure substance and mixtures. Matter classified into pure substance and mixture. Pure substance made up of only one kind of particles. It is further classified into element and compound. Element is made up of same kind of atoms. Example, oxygen, hydrogen and iron. Compound is formed by the chemical combination of two or more elements. Example, water, salt and ammonia. Next, mixtures contains more than one kind of particles. And mixtures classified into two types. First one, homogeneous mixture. Second one, heterogeneous mixture. In homogeneous mixture, uniform distribution of components. Example, salt water, mouthwash. In heterogeneous mixture, components are not uniformly distributed. Example, pizza, salad. To know more details about pure substance and mixtures, see the link in below. In last session, I have told about separation. Yes, the process by which the components of mixtures are isolated and removed from each other to get pure substance is called separation. See the below picture. From a mixture of balloons, balloons are separated based on specific colors. Then, what is the need for separation of mixtures? First one, remove impurities and harmful components from the mixtures. Example, before cooking, we should remove stone from rice. Second, useful components from major component. Example, petrol from petroleum. Third one, collect pure form of substances. Example, gold from gold mines. Moreover, to get the original properties and uses of substance, we need separation. Next, separation methods under two categories. That is, solid separation and separation of pure substances. In last class, we have seen about separation of solids. First one, sieving. It is used to separate solid particles of different size. Second one, threshing. removing grain from stalks. Third one, winnowing method, that is separating lighter solids from heavier ones. Fourth one, hand picking method, separating distinctly different solid. Fifth one, magnetic separation, separating magnetic substance from non-magnetic substance. To know more details about separation of solids, see the link in below. Okay students, let's start our today's session. Today we are going to see separation of pure substances. In that, churning, sedimentation, decantation and filtration are the separation methods. One more topic is there, that is food adulteration. We will see one by one. Above topics covered in book page number 54 to 57. I hope you are take notebook to write important points. First separation method is churning. When a very fine insoluble solids have to be separated from a liquid, as in butter from curds, churning is performed. See the pictures. Mixture is churned vigorously when solid butter will be collected on the sides of the vessel. These types of churns used in household works for the separation of butter and buttermilk. I repeat once again, churning is a method to separate insoluble solid from a liquid. Now we will learn about types of churns. First one, barrel churn. This is outdated butter churning machine and used in 18th century. Second one, plunger churn. This type of churn acquired more time to prepare butter, so it has been avoided nowadays. Third one is paddle churn. This is the most popular kind of churn and is widely used today. Especially it is used for the preparation of homemade butter. Shall we see another separation method, sedimentation. What is sedimentation? The settling down of heavier component of a mixture when allowed to remain undisturbed for some time is called sedimentation. If you are taking mixture of soil and water, after some time you will notice to appear clear water and soil. Here below settling soil is called sediment. Let's see some example for sedimentation process. Have you noticed that we walk to a river, lake or sea, the water becomes turbid. It is very difficult to see your feet. However, a little while if the water is undisturbed, the mud settles down and the water becomes clear. Do you know students, centrifugation process? It is a process where a mixture is separated through spinning. Sedimentation process is the basic principle of centrifugation process. Washing machine working by this application of centrifugation process and squeeze out dirt from cloths. Next we will learn about decantation process. This process is done after sedimentation. The process of transferring the clear liquid standing above the sediment carefully into another container using a glass rod is called decantation. See the picture. Apart from sediment, without disturb the beaker, slowly pour the water into another beaker is called decantation. The water that is obtained after decantation is called decantate. Here glass rod is a lab apparatus used to stand sediment in beaker. I repeat once again. The process of transferring the clear liquid standing above the sediment carefully into another container using a glass rod is called decantation. Now, shall we see the next separation method, filtering. That is, larger sized particles of tea leaves will be retained by the strainer while the clear liquid will pass through. I hope you people have noticed this one in home. So what is filtration? The method of separating insoluble components from a mixture using a filter paper is called filtration. After decantation process, water has some impurities like soil particles. For that we will use filter paper. See, the first beaker contains mixture of muddy water, that is soil and water. Then next water flows down through filter paper. After filtration, soil particles in filter paper is called residue. Below water in beaker is called filtrate. How to make a filter paper for filtration? First take a filter paper and fold into one half and do another fold to get cone shaped filter paper. Now you will keep this paper into funnel for filtration. I repeat once again, the method of separating insoluble components from a mixture using a filter paper is called filtration. Shall we see some examples from our surrounding? First, face mask. Face masks filter some particles such as germs in the air. I know you people understood the importance of mask nowadays. Be aware, students. Second, a fish tank has a filter to clean the water. Fish aquarium or any of you are having fish tanks in home means try to see filter. Third, the coffee maker. The coffee maker has a filter to separate coffee grounds from water. Fourth, vacuum cleaner. The vacuum cleaner also has a filter for smaller particles in air. Next, tea bags. Tea bags are filters too. I think some of us will drink dip tea. Last, air conditioner. The air conditioner also has a filter for the air because air contains some impurities and harmful to health. So we will use filters in air conditioner. If you know more details about separation of pure substances, see the link in below. Okay students, let's see an activity for separating mud from muddy water. Listen carefully students. Now we are going to see three separation methods. First one sedimentation process, second one decantation process, third one filtration process. Now we are having a muddy water, that is mixture of soil and water. We want to separate soil and water. How to be separated? You have to keep this tumbler as it is for some time. See what will happen after some time. All the sand particles settle in the bottom of the tumbler. All the sand particles settle in the bottom of the tumbler. This process is called sedimentation. So what is sedimentation? The settling down of heavier component of a mixture when allowed to remain undisturbed for some time is called sedimentation. Next process, decantation. Now slowly, without disturbing these two tumblers, pour the water into another tumbler apart from mud. This process is called decantation. So what is decantation? The process of removal of water from sand is called decantation. After the decantation process, this water is called decantate. Third process, filtration. After decantation, water is not purely separated. Some impurities are there. Yes, fine solid impurities. So we have to use filter paper. We have to be fold like this. After we have to fold like this, we will get a cone like shape of filter paper, and you have to fix the filter paper in the funnel. Then pour the water. Now water flows down through the funnel. You can see the filter paper now. Some impurities, that is soil particles, are still there. These soil particles are called residue. After the process, the below liquid is called filtrate. So what is filtration? Separating insoluble component from a mixture using a filter paper is called filtration. After sedimentation, decantation and filtration, we will do some more methods to complete separation, that is evaporation and condensation. Evaporation is a process of conversion of water into vapor. Condensation is a process of conversion of water vapor into its liquid form. Beaker containing salty water. If you boil the solution for a longer time, you will observe evaporation of water. whole water gets converted into vapors. You will observe salt at the bottom. This is called evaporation process. After that, the vapors are cooled to form water, which is collected in another beaker. This is called condensation process. With the help of evaporation and condensation, it is possible to separate components of solution, that is salt and water. Do you know, RO is a process of removing impurities from water to make it potable. RO, that is reverse osmosis. What is reverse osmosis? Reverse osmosis is a process to remove majority of contaminants from water by pushing the water under pressure through a semi-permeable membrane. In most houses, people use commercial water filter to remove not only the impurities but also kill the harmful germs in water using UV rays. Now, we will learn about food adulteration. Sometimes things that we buy in the market are mixed with some harmful and unwanted substances. This process is called adulteration. Reason for food adulteration are to get more profit. Second, to increase the weight, adulterant is added. Third, to increase the volume of trade by showing lower prices. So while you are buying things, should be careful. I repeat once again, sometimes things that we buy in the market are mixed with harmful and unwanted substances. This process is called food adulteration. How to prevent food adulteration? Adulterated food will be harmful and leads to affect health hazard. So buy food items with the ISI mark and AGMARK stamp. Below are the certification marks for products in India. See the pictures, you get an idea. Students, we should know food adulteration. Shall we see some adulterant and health hazards? Used tea leaves are sometimes processed to colored and used as adulterants in tea. It leads to liver disorder. Next, in milk, unhygienic water and starch are added. It leads to stomach disorder. In edible oils, unedible oils are added. Here edible means safe to eat. This leads to carcinogenic disease, that is cancer. In turmeric powder, bright yellow lead chromate chemical is added and it leads to liver disorder. I hope you are all understand about food adulteration. To know more details about food adulteration, see the link in below. Okay, let's recollect today's portion from mind map. In separation of pure substance, we have discussed 6 separation methods. First one, churning, that is separating dissolved solid from a liquid. Second, sedimentation process, that is settling down or suspended insoluble heavy solid. Third one, decantation, separating clear water without disturbing sediment. Fourth one, filtration, separating insoluble solid from a liquid. Fifth one, evaporation, conversion of water into vapor. Next, condensation, conversion of vapor into liquid. From these two methods, we can separate components like solid and liquid. We have discussed one more topic also, that is food adulteration, adding harmful and unwanted substances into the food item. Okay students, it's a time to see textbook pages. Page number 54 explains the separation of sedimentation and page number 55 have an activity of separating mud from muddy water, which I explained earlier. Page number 55 explains separation of decantation and the filtration process. Page number 56 given the details of 2 more separation methods, that is evaporation and condensation. There is an activity also. Try and do by yourself. This page explains food adulteration method. Page number 57 explains keywords and important notes of lesson. Page number 58 also explains important notes of lesson. Okay student, I hope you are all understand about separation methods and food adulteration. This is a time for evaluation. Be ready, students. First Roman letter, fill in the blanks. First, the method employed to separate clay particles from water is dash. Second, RO is a process for removing impurities from dash to make it potable. Third one, turmeric powder is adulterated with a dash chemical. Fourth one, the principle used in washing machines to squeeze out dirt from cloth is called dash. Fifth one, very tiny insoluble solid separated from a liquid is dash. Second Roman letter, answer the following questions. First question, what method will you employ to separate cheese, that is paneer, from milk? Explain. Second question, what is meant by food adulteration? Third one, what are the steps involved in separation of sand, salt and water? Fourth question, give any two examples of adulterated food. Fifth question, define the terms evaporation and condensation. Okay students, answer all these questions in your notebook. If you are having any doubt, note the question in notebook and it will clarified on reopening day. Download the textbook using the link provided in the description below this video. Lesson 4 will start in next session. Thank you.